this, chat with some friends about this happy subject, give them a group hug at the same time. There will be none of that bullshit. Because that's not what makes leaders great. What makes leaders great is they go out and they do stuff. Even when they're scared to death, they don't know how to do it, and they're confused. They get off their asses and they do it anyway. Now I know I'm talking to a group of people that does that every day. So I'm going to encourage you to do that 10 times what you have done up until now. It will change everything. We talk a lot about changing the world. It's one of those things that's rather cliche at this point. You should go change the world. What this is about is not the world changing. It's about how you can actually do that. And here's the key. The price you have to be willing to pay to do it. You're able to combine those things without tipping too much onto one side or the other. You become what we call an iconic leader. A Steve Jobs, a Lincoln, a Roosevelt during World War II, a Churchill. This graphic, this is the moon. You might not know this about the moon, but we didn't know what the other side of the moon from the Pink Floyd album, The Dark Side of the Moon, actually looked like until a Soviet probe mapped it in 1959. No one knew what the dark side of the moon was like. Often we don't think about this, but we see the same side of the moon all the time. We always have. We had no idea what was on the other side. So why am I bringing this up? The moon has been, traditionally, a source of inspiration for leaders. Why? Because we want to know what our true north is. We need to navigate. We need something that doesn't change. We need to know what season it is. So for all sorts of reasons like that. The moon has been a traditional symbol of leadership. Let me now show you how to become the lamest leader that the world has ever seen. In other words, let me package leadership state-of-the-art for you right now. Do the light side stuff. Hope, aspiration, values, a noble cause. Kind of find that, and then go do that. But always be tolerant, always be willing to give the other person the benefit of the doubt, and here's what happens. You'll become a lame hippie. And I know that's offensive to people, all right? So I have a friend up in Oakland who said she was during the Occupy movement. She said, I'm going to go Occupy today. And I said, well, why? And she said, because something just has to be done. And I said, okay, well, what has to be done? Well, we have to make ourselves known. To who? Why? What's the change you're going for? No, you don't understand. We have to get together and form a community. To do what? Well, to occupy. To let ourselves be heard so that people know that we're not going to take it anymore. Exactly what is it we're not going to take anymore? Well, I'm not sure, but what specifically are you going to do when you get there? She said, I'm going to get on my guitar and I'm going to play. And I said, what is that going to do? Well, people are going to know that I'm there. So what's the point? This accomplishes nothing. So a lot of people, when they go to a leadership program, come away as a happy, the squirrels and the bunnies are giving each other big hugs, and they're smoking pot, but it's illegal wherever it is. They've got the little marijuana card. It's all good, but it's all happy, and if things aren't going to turn out well now, well, that's fine. Just wait. It'll be okay later. And then you get some leaders that come along, and we don't know what they did, but they change everything almost immediately. So there's dark side energy. So, well, what kind of energy? Things like a crisis, a last straw. I've had it. We're not going to take this anymore. This is it. We're done. This has to change right the hell now. Now, when you combine these, I'm about to switch metaphors on you. So we've got the two sides. It had to do with suffering. It was connected with the Christian faith as in Christ suffered on the cross. It is the ability to suffer for something important. Now, is there excitement? Is there energy? Absolutely. But in it is suffering. So I mentioned at the beginning, this is going to be about the price that you have to be willing to pay if you want to be a leader to change everything. And here it is. You have to put up with the anger and the frustration and the rage. And it does not go away. And it is a constant balancing act. And the minute you tip into darkness, you become an asshole and a possessed person that is dangerous and we should lock you in. And the minute you tip into the light side, you become a wimp and none of your efforts go anywhere. So that's what all of this is about.
But she was empathic, too.
She was empathic. So am I saying to not listen to the empathy channel? No. The empathy channel gives you tremendous ability. But did she spend time listening to the sociopathy channel?